GOTO is a promising company that has done the right move by investing in AI and cloud infrastructure and divesting from Tokopedia. In this presentation, I'm going to share about how I value GOTO and what assumptions did I use, what techniques did I use, what methods as well, and what recommendations that I will give to GOTO. The valuation that I use here, I use the sensitivity analysis for base case, best case, and worst case. For the base case, I was able to acquire value at 26.2 trillion rupiah, minus 26.2 trillion rupiah. For the best case, I was able to acquire a value of 3.2 trillion rupiah, minus 3.2 trillion rupiah. And for the worst case, I was able to get the value of 1,513 trillion rupiah, which is something that I acquire, but I think it's due to an error in the calculation, so it can be avoided. It can be neglected. Now, for the value calculation, I use common size method for from the income statement. Particularly, I use the data from 2024. The data that I use, I particularly use common sizing for the cost of revenue, the selling, general admin or admin expenses, for the research and development, depreciation, amortization, and intangibles, and also for the unusual expenses. Now, for the valuation, I use optimal capital structure, and I calculated the WACC, which is at 6.3232%. This is based on the risk-free rate I take from the 10-year bond yield, the government bond yield. I use 10-year government bond yield because that is the span of the valuation that I'm using, which is 10 years. For the market return, I use the Monte Carlo analysis for historical data of the Indonesian market index. And then I also calculated for unlevered beta, which I use rolling covariance method. And you can see my calculations and techniques in the assumptions and references tab. Now for the growth, the assumptions that I use for each base, I use the CAGR for each segments, on-demand segments, financial technology services, e-commerce, and all other segments. Here, I particularly choose search advertisement service, which is one of the segments that is included in the all other segments of GOTO's operations. I take the CAGR for each segments and I divide it into the base case, best case, and worst case. Here are the assumptions and references that I use in the Excel. You can see it. And I also provided explanations in why I use those assumptions and how I use them in the calculations. Okay. Your screen has paused. Okay. For my recommendations, I recommend first for GOTO to build brand loyalty through better AI services. This is in order to create cross-selling and by integrating their applications from Gojek to GoPay. Second is to accelerate margin expansion by very meticulously utilizing their AI tools and cloud partnerships or cloud infrastructures. Third is to restructure or divest non-core segments. GoTo has done very brilliant move by divesting from Tokopedia, but I saw in their annual report in 2024 that there are lots of business units that are non-operational that are under GoTo's ownership. These are also non-essential business units, which are business units in management consulting. I believe that GoTo can improve their ROIC or return on invested capital by divesting from some of these management consulting companies that are non-operational. Next is to optimize capital structure, which is by increasing their credit rating and they can reduce their work as a result and also improve their firm value through debt tax shields, provided refinancing risk is managed well. And finally, improve the handling of assets to reduce impairment, because the impairments are damages that occur to assets when they are being held. So I suggest GoTo to improve their efficiency through handling their assets well and maintaining their assets consistently. That is all for me. Thank you for listening.